My favorite takeaway quote from last year was from Jan, and what she said at one of her presentations was, "Be the light in your community." And I thought that was so beautiful, and I was like, yeah, that's what we all need to do. So with that in mind, this summer-fall season, I am launching Ostra House, which is going to be a women's retreat center on Cape Cod, and it's going to be a place to create and to rejuvenate. It's a 3-bedroom log home, and it has a separate 1-bedroom apartment, and it also has studio space and a small performance area. It backs up to over 800 acres of old cranberry trails, and it's 10 minutes to the ocean. So it's going to be a place for musicians, for artists, for writers, and the full website will be up beginning of August, and I'll be open to be accepting CDs and ready to book people to come and enjoy.
What's the name of the town?
It's in Brewster, so it's 45 minutes to P-Town.
Could I sign up tonight?
Yeah, sure. It will be linked to my website, LorahYaccarino.com.
Will you live there?
I'll be there, part-time. I'm still in New York. Next, I'd like to share with you 2 short stories of occurrences of perhaps divine intervention in my life that gave me direction. I grew up in the Clinton Hills section of Brooklyn, surrounded by Pratt Institute and St. Joseph's College. When I was 12 years old, I was walking down the street, and I looked down on the curb, and I noticed a wallet. So I bent down and picked it up, and it was a light blue pouch, and there was a white stripe halfway up, and attached to that was a medallion of the Virgin Mary. I looked inside, and there was $70 cash, which back in 1969 was like finding several hundred. So I ran to my mom, and I was like, hey, I found this wallet, and there's no identification, it's just money in it. And she's like, well, you have to wait, you can't spend it right away, somebody's gonna claim it, or someone might claim it. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure someone's gonna put up a sign saying, if anyone finds a wallet with money in it, please bring it to me. So a few weeks went by, nobody claimed it, and I had always wanted to get an electric guitar. Because my parents didn't want me to have an electric guitar, so on the sly, I took a bus downtown by myself, and I got an electric guitar, and I set it up, and I started playing it in my room. And my parents came in, and they were like, no, you can't have an electric guitar. And I was just devastated. So I had to return it, but on the positive side, a week later, my dad took me to Sam Ash, and he bought me a nylon string classical guitar. But he also enrolled me in lessons at the Brooklyn Academy. By the late 1980s, I started to realize the deeper connection to creativity, art, and healing. And I took a women's pilgrimage to Malta, which is an island off the coast of Sicily, in 1992. Now, Malta has the oldest standing stone structures in the world, older than Stonehenge, older than the Great Pyramids. Some people believe they date back to 4500 BC. There was reading material that I was given to get on the journey. And one of the things that I read was how scientists from UCLA with ultra-sensitive recording equipment were able to get pulse rhythms and thunder drums off certain altar stones and rocks in the area. This really intrigued me. So I brought my little Sony Walkman recorder with me, and I brought it to all the sites that we went to. Now, Malta's filled with sites. There's dozens of them. And I would take the recorder and put it in different places, and when I got back to the hotel room at night, I would listen. So one day we went to the island of Gozo, which is a smaller island off the coast of Malta, and we went to the site called Gigante. Now, Gigante is a mother-daughter complex, and both temples are shaped like women's bodies. So I took the Walkman and I placed it on the main altar stone and different altar stones in the complex. And when I got home to my hotel room that night, there it was in the background, amidst all the tourists talking and the sounds of the Mediterranean Ocean, was a definite 60 beats per minute. And a chill went up my spine. I was like, wow, you know, these rocks, they're alive. They're actually resonating with the frequency of the earth. And for the next 15 years, whenever I traveled, I tried to go to sites. And I brought my little recorder with me, and I also took photographs. And I was never able to get a pulse rhythm quite the same that I got in Malta that one time. But I got a lot of great ambient textures and a lot of great photographs. So what I'd like to share with you now is a little interactive performance with those photos and with some of the sounds that I'm going to try to recreate on my 12-string baritone guitar. And this piece is called For Eve.